part of this house is buried beneath its own garden. And we're not just talking about a garage, storage, or mechanical spaces. Down there, you'll find places to relax, a gym, a sauna, a game room, and even an open-air courtyard. This is Babylonia, a house designed by FMD Architects in northeastern Melbourne, Australia. The site slopes upward toward the back and already had an elevated garden with large eucalyptus trees. Instead of leveling everything out and placing the house on a flat platform, the architects used that change in elevation. The house is organized in layers, with some parts tucked into the ground and others opening toward the gardens. As you enter, this isn't a house laid out on one continuous level. The floor heights shift as you move through it, and the relationship with the outdoors changes along with them. On one side is the more private wing, with smaller rooms wrapped in wood. On the other, the layout opens up to the kitchen, dining room, and main living area. The difference is pretty clear. One side feels more enclosed and private. The other has larger spaces designed for gathering and opening out toward the garden. Cast-in-place concrete walls help organize that transition. They run through the house, continue outside, and form the different levels of the site. So the garden doesn't simply begin once you step beyond the facade. It follows the house as the ground changes elevation. These walls create terraces, define outdoor areas, and eventually lead to a separate pavilion for outdoor dining. Some of the roof's more unusual shapes have a very simple explanation. The trees were already here. Instead of ignoring them, the roof lines were adjusted around the position and future growth of the eucalyptus trees, along with the constraints of the site itself. Some of the curves in this house didn't come only from a formal decision by the architects. They came from the conditions already present on the land. The roof changes direction, rises and drops as it responds to those limits. From outside, it no longer reads as one rigid line sitting on top of the house. Inside, that geometry creates rooms with different heights and different degrees of openness. In some places, the house closes in. In others, it opens almost completely to the garden. The materials help tie all of these different levels together. Concrete has a strong presence in the walls that run through the house and extend into the gardens. Alongside it, Tasmanian oak appears mainly in the more intimate spaces, bringing a warmer surface into the interiors. Terrazzo also repeats throughout the house. Instead of completely changing the material language from one level to another, a small group of materials keeps reappearing as you move through the spaces. And that helps because the shape of the house itself already changes quite a bit. At the center is a large, double-heighted space. It visually connects these different levels and becomes the point where the house begins to split in different directions. There are buried rooms, double-heighted spaces, more enclosed wings, completely open living areas, and gardens at different elevations. the daylight changes with them. In the lower spaces, it arrives in a more controlled way, including through openings above and through the courtyard. In the rooms facing the garden, it comes in much more freely. The house keeps shifting between those two conditions. One moment, you're surrounded by concrete and wood. A few steps later, the space opens onto a terrace or the garden. Higher up, the trees begin to take over the view again. That sequence may be the simplest way to understand Babylonia. It begins close to the earth, moves through a house organized in layers, and ends among the gardens and eucalyptus trees. But it's when you head downstairs that Babylonia reveals its least obvious side. The house continues below the main level. An entrance, lit from above, leads down to this lower floor, where a whole sequence of social, recreational, and wellness spaces is hidden beneath the garden. There's a game room, a gym, and a sauna. A courtyard brings daylight and fresh air into this buried part of the house, keeping the entire lower level from feeling like a closed basement. That's one of the house's most interesting ideas. Being underneath the garden doesn't necessarily mean being cut off from it. Even down here, there are moments when the outdoors comes back into view. Building part of the house below ground also makes it possible to fit a significant amount of space into the home without putting all of that volume above the landscape. From the garden, it isn't always obvious just how much of the house continues underneath. The sloping site wasn't corrected so the house could be placed on it. The slope was used to shape the house itself. Part of it stays hidden beneath the garden. Another part opens onto the terraces. And higher up, even the roof changes shape to make room for the trees that were already here. Babylonia wasn't simply placed on the land, it was built through it.